that time again. It's that time again. Feels like it's been forever, hasn't it? It's just been a week, though. Everybody relax. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode and another rendition of My Honest Take. This is the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need, with your host, Quincy. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Wow. Where do I start? I always tell you guys thank you. I feel like I always give you guys your flowers because, well, you deserve it. You've definitely been riding hard for me through the beginning to now, and I just can't thank you guys enough. The podcast is growing at an exponential rate that I can't really truly fathom, and I truly do appreciate you guys for that. You know, the YouTube has been showing a lot of success and growth recently, and that's because of you guys as well. So just continue to support me, and I continue to give you guys content that I know that will make your day and have you talking and telling other people like, yo, this is something that I could truly listen to day in and day out. This is somebody who's actually being himself. This is somebody that's genuine, who's going to make me laugh, but being himself. He's not forcing it. Someone that can educate me, someone that can make me feel like I can relate, you know. So I try to check off all the boxes, you know. So truly, once again, thank you guys from the top and to the bottom of my heart. So, with all the formalities out the way, y'all know how we do. I was a little rusty. With all the formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the show. So, where do we start? Well, I feel like there's been so much weird news that's been going on that I feel like I need to talk about certain things, right? Let's start with our main man. You know, if you've been listening to the podcast for a while back, you will remember that Mr. Kanye, Mr. Ye, Mr. West, Mr. Yeezy has been in the spotlight, felt like every day, every week, right? That was our main guy. Well, he has been overthrown and overtaken by the name of Mr. P. Diddy. He's gone. He's toast. Let's wrap it up for him. He's out of here. Sayonara. See you later. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. What did he do? You may be asking. What did P. Diddy do again? Well, ladies and gentlemen, CNN released the footage. You can't trust these news sites. Listen to me, y'all. Whatever you do is on camera somewhere. That day you digged in your nose at that Starbucks, yeah, it's on the news somewhere. They're just not releasing it because they're like, he's just picking his nose. That's not worthy enough to release, okay? But everything you do, trust me, someone's seen it. It's somewhere, okay? So what did P. Diddy do? Well, as we all know, his ex Cassie was saying, you know, he did these things to her. But it's like we kind of push it on the rug. Yeah, okay, we got to see evidence, da-da-da. Well, CNN said, well, the time for wondering is over. They dropped it right after the Kendrick and Drake beef to just stir up the pot some more. Well, there we go. We see the footage. What happened in the footage? If you ain't see the footage, first off, P. Diddy is in a goddamn towel. Looks like he just got out the shower, just got out the pool. All right. Comes up. See him like running pretty much down the hall. I believe he was running. Goes into where the room was. Like that little extra hallway. You know, in the hotels, like, you know what I'm saying? Got that one long hallway to the next hallway. It looked like it was a hotel, right? And he sees Cassie and boom, right to the back of the noggin. Right hook style. For a second, I thought it was a trained athlete, a professional boxer, the way he cocked that shit back. Pardon my language. But he ends up hitting Cassie in the back of the head. Looks like it's a concussion, full blown. That's what I'm thinking. But he doesn't stop there. After she hits the deck, she's barely moving. So I know the head had some force into it, okay? He ends up giving her a couple stomps, a couple kicks, okay? Then, not only does he do that, He ends up grabbing her, I believe it was by the arm, wrist, or the hairs, one of those three parts, and drags her into the hallway. Drags people like I'm lost for words. So we have Mr. Diddy, who is the diddler. Okay, that's what we're calling him, the diddler. All right, the predator on females and men, the liar, manipulator, abuser to the list. Now we gotta add abuser. Diddy, this. What's the thing that people get when they're in prison called? What is it called? The track record? I think it's another word for it, but rap sheet. There we go. His rap sheet's gonna be phenomenal. It's for to be filled to the brim. They might need two things of paper for this, because bro, this is out of hand, yo. But of course, they try to make it seem worse than what it was. Yes, I understand. He did assault a female. I get it. But people were making it seem like he went in on her. You have to be specific with what you're saying nowadays. Because, for example, like I said, I'm not giving him no pass. But I'm just saying, for example, if I was to say, yo, Diddy just went in on Cassie, beat her the hell up, and you see the video, you're expecting like body slams or more punches and all that. No. Punched the back of the head, couple kicks, and then dragged her. But they were making it seem like he went in on her. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part where it sucks, because once you see video proof, some people who really think it literal like that will say, well, actually, he didn't really do what y'all said he did. And they'll find him more not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still guilty, but it's like, y'all said he did this. He really didn't. So what are we really saying here? You got to look at both sides. Both sides of the spectrum always has a different answer. Always. You know what I mean? It could be the same answer, but different reasonings too. You know, you got to look at it. But this was an attack. This wasn't like an altercation. This was an attack. This was an attack. And it sucks because some females will get that hush money and not say nothing. They'll be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll drop the case. Or they'll say, you know what, I'm not going to do nothing. Money make people talk, and money make people be quiet. Let's just be real. It's crazy that Diddy now is putting himself in an even deeper hole. And what did I say, people? I said it every single time. You're going to see more and more crazy stuff right before election. Then I called this. And I'm going to call it again. You're going to see something even crazier. Natural disaster. More things to keep your mind occupied and off of things. Shit, I don't know if it was AI, but Joe Biden said, you should not be arrested for using or possessing marijuana. He's trying to keep the black votes. Are they going to legalize marijuana everywhere? Doubt it. Will they? Soon? Well, I shouldn't say soon. Later? Possibly. But soon? Doubt it. They're just saying it just to make you feel like I need to pick him again. Because once weed becomes legal everywhere, everything becomes legal. It's a trickle down effect. Because people don't like rules. Once they say, yeah, weed's legal, people are going to try to do coke, meth, and all that all the time. And try to get away with it. You see what I'm saying? That's the same thing when people put a speed limit. Hey, the speed limit is 45. Everybody want to go 5 over, 50. But then some people say, well, if I can go 5 over and I get caught, let me go 55. All right, let me go 60. Let me go 65. Let me go 70. You know what I'm saying? That's why in Germany, the Autobahn, all right, not the Autobahn, the Autobahn, okay, has no speed limit. And you don't see everybody driving 172 miles per hour. There's some people who will still drive you 60, you 70, you 80 on the highway. But those people who want to get there fast or just check their car out and see how fast it goes, yeah, they'll hit the gas. I don't know. It's a lot of things that make me question a lot of things. Question everything. But back to Diddy, yeah, you're toast. You're done for, Diddy. It's reps. LeBron unfollowed him. I think some more celebrities unfollowed him. Yeah, it's looking rough. Now all the celebrities like, yo, I don't want no part of this. Let me get out of here before they start questioning me. They getting out of there fast. So Diddy might have to, hey, he's going to be on his own. Mr. Lonely. He's going to be by himself. It's over. Shout out Akon. He's done for. He's done for, y'all. But what else is trending in the news? I'll tell you what's trending in the news. A man, ladies and gentlemen, is accused of performing a sexual act on himself in the middle of Whole Foods and allegedly ejaculated on a woman. She says as she reached for a bag of chips and felt something wet on her back. And I quote, this is from the lady. I bent over to grab the chips, and as I was doing that, I felt something like wet and warm on my back. And so I put my hand on the small of my back, and then I saw that it was like this gooey white substance. And I turn around and I see this guy looking at me, and then he zips his pants up. Just like that. And I quote, okay. What are we doing, fellas? Fellas, we're making it easy for females to say we're fucking weird and creeps. Look what you're doing. This is the modern day racism right here. But it's going to be sexist. Men against females. It's going to be over. They're going to have all female restaurants, all female schools. They already got it, but it's going to be everywhere now. We're toast. And I don't want to hear about the, women saying, oh, if all men disappeared, life would be so much better. I don't want to hear men saying, oh, if females disappear, life would be so much. Men need women, women need men. We both need each other. It may not be equally, but damn near it is. We both need each other, okay? We both need each other. Because if you take all men away and you take away all the sperm, how we how are we going to reproduce? I believe there was 1 in a million off chance one girl was able to produce a baby without, a male sperm. But you're going to need us for that. You know what I'm saying? And men, you guys are horny as hell. You're going to want a female. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? So, we need both. But this right here makes me wonder, though. Number one, how did no one see him? Number two, why did the female, it has to be more to the story, because why did the female not turn around in that time span to check? Was he already pre-masturbating? This is real talk. I know it sounds stupid and funny, but real talk. Was he already on the brink and then just found her and said boom real quick? I don't know. I don't understand. I can't even wrap my head around it. My guy, in a Whole Foods at that, in a Whole Foods. Why? This is some Walmart shit. No disrespect to Walmart, but yo, do you see the customers that walk into Walmart? Pajamas, bonnets, tank tops, wife beaters, half a titty out, one sandal don't fit, no socks. We've all seen them. There's a damn Facebook, what is it? A Facebook group called the People of Walmart. What are we talking about? It's crazy. But this man should just be jailed for this one. Nah, just get him out of here. Have all the men come on his face. No pause either. Let them have fun with him. Because the nastiness, the disrespect, that's just weird. How do you just, what goes to your mind when you do something like that, So yes, get him out of here. He's going to be right there with Diddy. He was probably at the Diddy parties. Had to be. No, there's no way he wasn't. There's no way he wasn't. I don't even know, why would you just, we're not going to talk about it because it's going to make me mad because I'm confused. I'm confused on why he did it. I'm confused. Weirdos, man. Weirdos. Tom Holland, supposed to be in a movie, Romeo and Juliet. His co-star is facing racial abuse online, is what they said. Okay? They said it's racial abuse. Now, here's here's what I'm about to make people laugh. Because this topic is funny because of the meaning behind what I just said. So, like I said, Romeo and Juliet, everybody knows it. Okay? They like to include a lot more African Americans in movies, films, TV shows, video games, commercials, things like that to show, that they include, they're diverse, things like that. Uh, so Juliet is African American and she's facing racial abuse online. Now, me laughing, you're probably like, oh, so you're racist. I knew it. Click off, done, you're reported, you're canceled. Well, if you would have actually listened to what I'm about to say now, you would know that was very ignorant because I'm about to explain. She's not facing racial abuse online. Um, it's actually just people calling her ugly. Yes, you heard it here first. If you go look up the movie Romeo and Juliet, Tom Holland, just look up the co-star. She's not she's not the most perfect good looking lady. Let's just be real. You can't listen, people, I'm about to preach real quick. Just because someone calls someone ugly doesn't mean they're being mean or rude. Everybody has their own opinions. And the reason I say this is because you see it mostly with the female group. This is no disrespect to you guys, okay? No disrespect at all. But for example, let's say your girl posts a pic, right? You're gonna gas your girl up. Or let's say you see a pic of a girl and she got her freckles, whatever. Let's say she looks ugly. Let's just say she looks ugly. You'll be up there, girl slay, you looking good. Or girl, you look fine. Ooh, look at you, kill it. And someone will say, yeah, girl, you look ugly. Delete this. Why attack that dude? You see what I'm saying? She's not ugly. Maybe you just don't know no taste. Shut up, boy. Aren't you like 12? Da da da. Y'all go in. Y'all go in. But it's just his opinion. Because what's funny is, let's say an ugly dude posts. You may think he's ugly as hell. You might not type it, but you'll think he's ugly as hell. He just said it. Everybody's going to have their own personalities. Everybody's going to have their own looks. Everybody's going to have their own opinions. So let people form that opinion. It's not a fact. Okay, listen to me. I know that's hard for some people to comprehend. Let people have their own opinion. It is not a fact. If someone calls you ugly, if you believe it, then you must be ugly. But if someone calls you ugly and you just skip past it, well, obviously that's just his take. Because let's say there's 20 other people that say you're fine. Well, damn it, you might be fine. He's just an outlier. So let's get back on track. Everybody is calling this lady ugly. Now, in the trailer, not the trailer, the little cover art saw for it, she did look a little, But I ain't say nothing. I held my tongue. I ain't comment. I ain't make no post, nothing. But like I said, everybody's just letting her hear, yo, she's ugly. Yo, like, this is what you got for Juliet. Yo, this is not Juliet. Oh my gosh, what is this? You know what I'm saying? This is Romeo and Romeo. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I just came up with that. I feel like I patent that. We're gonna patent that. If y'all see that anywhere, it was mine. but yeah, they just letting her have it. So people are now saying it's racism. So because I call you ugly means I'm racist now. No. Here's what sucks. Because people don't want to educate people. The people who are saying, yo, you guys are being racist, educate them. Well, you have to be the racist one. What? I ain't racist. How am I racist? Because you brought race into the conversation. All I said was, hey, this lady isn't that attractive. Hey, all I said was, hey, she's ugly. All I said was, yo, she's not cute. You said I'm being racist. So that means you saw black. All I saw was an ugly person. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. All I saw was someone who wasn't good looking. You saw someone who's black and ugly. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking at. So, no, she's not facing, from what I saw, any racist abuse. But This is what it comes down to. This is what boils down to what we're seeing. And like I said, we don't have time to educate people, so people will take what they take and run with it every single time. So now I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna probably change the co-star for Tom Holland, which they probably might, and get someone better looking, and then that's going to cause an uproar because people will say, "Well, she was beautiful. You didn't need to do that." Wow. So the studios da 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 boycott. Don't see. You can't please everyone. Nobody can always win. There's always gonna be people that wants to hate or be different or always say what they want to say. There's no way out of this one for the studio. I'll be real. Because if they keep her, you're gonna have the people who's gonna constantly keep making threats. And oh Lord forbid she do something to herself. Oh my gosh, Lord forbid. Because then it's just gonna be so much more craziness going on that they might not make movies that studio anymore because they're gonna feel responsible. People are gonna say it and hold them responsible. I'm telling you, you gotta look at all the outcomes that can happen, man. You gotta look at all the outcomes. And as a business, it's always hard because you gotta try to please everybody. As a business, your goal is to try to please everybody. Because you want to make as much revenue and as much money as you can. You want to try to get as many clicks, how many subscriptions, as many likes, as many shares as you can. So you're going to try to please everybody, you know? And I'm going to be real. That's why they include African Americans in these movies and shows. That's why they include people of the LGBTQ plus community. That's why they include people who may be on the other side of the spectrum in respectful terms. That's why they include all these things. You know what I mean? Just to show people, hey, we're inclusive. We include you guys. Hey, we notice. Say we like you guys. So we're gonna put you in this movie to show you, hey, you can do it too. It's a ploy. It's a gimmick. It's gonna bring them money, and they know you're gonna go watch it because you're gonna be, hey, they're just like me, or hey, look, they support us. We should support them. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta think of it that way. But, but, speaking of the LGBTQ plus community, the Peruvian government, people, has now classified anybody of the LGBTQ plus community as mentally ill people. Now, this is crazy. Because now Peru might be under attack. People go try to cancel Peru. You go try to cancel a country now. It's getting out of hand. Now, why would they possibly do this? Well, they didn't give us no information. I believe there is more, though, if you do look it up. It should be there now. But off of just the first thing, I know exactly probably why. And you're not going to like it. You're not going to like what I'm about to say. But it's true. It's true. Everybody knows. All right? If you don't know. Everybody knows. 9 times out of 10, people don't care who you are, what you do, what you rap, who you believe in. Just respect me, I respect you. That's it. Because respect is the number one known universal language, right? So I'm the same way. I don't care what you rap, what you believe in, who you like, who you love, what you do. Just respect me. I'm going to respect you regardless. So I have friends who are part of that community. I know people who are part of the community. I've talked to people who's part of the community. I have family members who's part of the community. So I know. Okay? So let's get that out the way now. I know. Right? The problem is, it's just like with racism, how people say it. It's just how with sexism. It's just like with anything where people shun people, right? Just because one person does it doesn't mean the whole group is like that, okay? Just because one black person messes up doesn't mean white people have to say all blacks are like that. Just because one white person messes up doesn't mean all white people are like that. Because black people swear up and down they're not racist. You can still be racist. All right. There's no terminology that says like what people want to say. Well, racist, you have to not be a minority. Blacks have been a minority, so we can't be racist. There's a lot of black people on this planet. If you want to talk minorities, let's start digging. Filipinos, Let's start digging to those countries and stuff like that where there's less and less people. The population of them are very, very low. Go look into that, people. Those would be your minorities. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Black people are everywhere. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. The white population has been declining. It's simple science. You could look this stuff up. It's public information. You just don't want to look it up. You know? So, like I said, I know people part of this community. Just because one person acts like they're a god, just because one person feels like you have to listen to them, just because one person feels like the world has to revolve around them, doesn't mean the whole community is like that. Understand that. Please understand that, people. Okay? Because I don't look at the whole community as that. But I believe the reason why they did this is because the way it's being taught in some schools, it was being taught to kids 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Hey, you know you could do this. Hey, if you want to be this, you can. And it confuses the kid's mind because their mind is still growing. They're still adapting. They're still learning. So when you tell them this, it tricks their mind and think, maybe I can do this when they really didn't want to. And then it's a big conflict because the parents get mad. And then people think the parents are homophobic. And then the parents like, no, I just wanted him to grow up normally. I want her to grow up normally. Well, we just told them they could do this. And it throws everything out of whack. Okay? What probably happened is, of course, like I said, you had some people who was probably thinking they were a god. You got to listen to me. I'm this important. You got to do this, do that. Stop for me. Do this for me. And it probably got them upset. And then, of course, you just had people who just wanted to identify and use it to their advantage, you know, because we've seen it all the time. Once people start doing that identify, it got out of hand. Men going to girls' bathroom, identify as a female, I can be in here. You know, men acting like they're gay to go ahead and get some play. That's been there for years, though. But, so, I mean, like, I could see why they made this rule, but I could see why people are not going to like it. Because it's damn near like racism at this point. We're going to kick y'all out. Y'all the weirdos. You know, so we got to see what's going to happen now with Peru and everything like that and see how it's gonna be over there, because that was definitely a change that I was not prepared for. I was not prepared for that at all. But hey, you never know. You never know. But what else did we see in the news today, y'all? What else? A meteor apparently flew through the sky in Portugal. People were able to see it. Some people said it was a rocket. You know. Some said it was a meteor, a comet. But the thing is, we don't know what it is fully because we didn't even discover it yet. People don't even know where it landed or if it even did land on Earth. So we don't know. I heard someone gonna get the Omnitrix. Someone's gonna become Ben 10. It's raps. It's raps. But of course, now we gotta make sure people don't panic. Don't mean asteroids about to hit Earth, wipe us out like the dinosaurs. It's not what that means. You know, but it is kind of strange that we see the total solar eclipse, then we see the aurora lights, and then we see a meteor? I'm telling y'all, things happen in patterns, things happen for reasons. You got to pay attention to this stuff. But yes, it was seen in Portugal. You can go look at it and claim what you want to claim it for as yourself and see if what you want to say. But they're saying it's a rocket, but some are saying it's a meteor. So now we got to see what's going on. Now we got to see. Not this time, people. Y'all know what we do. You know what we're here for. What's going on in the sports world? Well, I'm about to tell you. If you're a fan of the NBA, the playoffs, Celtics, of course, moved on. The Knicks fumbled the bag again and let the Pacers win in Game 7. I'm sick. Knicks, y'all had it. But apparently half of the Knicks starters were injured. They still didn't have Julius Randle in the playoffs. Salute to the Knicks. They're going to be there again. Salute to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is a dog. Salute to the Knicks. But they end up losing. The Timberwolves end up rally back, come back. What was it, down 20, I believe, to end up beating the Nuggets and win by around 10 points. Jokic and Murray both had 30-point games, but it wasn't enough. Timberwolves move on. I thought the back-to-back was happening. The dynasty was happening with the Nuggets. Nope. Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. Young Michael Jordan, is here to save the day. Is here to save the day. LeBron James Jr., LeBron James' son, is at the draft combine, showing that he can still hoop after his heart incident. He's here hooping, doing his thing. But of course, people are hating on him because LeBron is his dad. So people are hating on a damn kid. Let the man hoop. Let the man live. Come on, y'all. But we're seeing that happen. LeBron is there, of course, cheering his son on. Where's Bronny James going to go? People are saying he might end up going to the Lakers, play with LeBron. If the Lakers want to keep LeBron, you got to pick Bronny. You got to pick Bronny. But they said this draft class is the worst draft class in years. Doesn't mean that people coming out are trash. It's just the worst in years compared to everybody else. So, Bronny may actually be in the NBA because of how this draft looks. As many people want to say he's not going to make it. With this draft being so weak, there's a higher possibility of the people you think not making it making it. So let's relax, y'all. Let's relax. The rookies are looking good for the NFL. Rookies are looking good. We got college football game coming out. Oh my gosh. Sports is back. Sports is here. Hockey, I believe, is going on with the playoffs over there. Baseball's here. Like everything's happening. Everything's happening. We gotta love it. You gotta love it, people. But the real reason I want to talk sports, though, and we'll end it off with this. There is a Change.org petition that is calling on the Chiefs to dismiss the kicker Harrison Buckner for making several dehumanizing remarks during his commencement speech at Benedictine College on May 11th. And he had a lot of things to say about women, Pride Month, COVID, abortion, and more. People. I'm not even going to take too long on this because there's one thing I want to say about this. Just one. Freedom of speech is gone. You heard what I said. Freedom of speech is gone. And the reason I say that is because, yeah, you can still say what you want to say. Okay? But now it's going to come at a cost. Before, you can say what you want to say, and some people might fight you. Some people might be like, I ain't talking to them no more. But now, it can affect livelihoods. Just for opening your mouth and speaking like that. Well, I believe Harrison Buckner is Catholic, so he's living by the Catholic views. So he said things that will fall in line with that. And people got upset about that. But you know what's funny? Is how funny is people, us. Because seeing it, guess what happened? When people saw that, they made his jersey the most selling jersey right now. The number one selling jersey. Look at that. And of course, the NFL came out. You know, his viewpoints doesn't stand with the NFL. Look into it, whatever. I don't think they're going to suspend him. I don't think they're going to do nothing. This is the double-edged sword again. They suspend him. They're going to, backlash, all that. It's a business. They want to keep as many fans as possible. It's crazy. It's crazy that we really don't have free speech. As much as they want us to believe we do, we really don't. Be careful what you say, how you say it. It's too much. Free speech is not what you think it is no more. And obviously, as we see with Harrison's case, you got to be careful what you say. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do truly hope you did enjoy this episode of My Honest Take. It was fun, and like I said, I'm completely grateful. Just completely grateful for you guys for always tuning in and always supporting this. It's been a grind. We're gonna keep grinding till we reach the top. That's the only way. And once you reach the top, we're gonna keep grinding till there's no one else at the top with me. That's the mindset we should have. That's the mindset you should have. So continue to live your life to the fullest, to enjoy the rest of your day or night. It's been Quincy, and you have been listening.